absorbing that uphill, riding up over that top, absorbing on the top, and then pushing on the downhill. So you can first start with some little pumps. Push, absorb. Hey, what's up, y'all? Shaun Murray here, and I am riding my foil. Today, this video is about learning how to pump. What is pumping? Well, this is pumping. And what pumping does, it allows my wing to speed up faster than if it's just being pulled by the rope or pushed by the wave. You can use the pump when you want to transfer to different areas, when you want to get ahead of things, and basically just to accelerate the wing when you feel like it's slowing down, you want to get going. So right now, I'm going about 11.5 miles an hour, and I've got zero ballast in the boat because we don't need a big wave. Right now, we just want to learn how to get out here in the flat water. And you can do this either on a wake surf rope, but out here at the 75 feet, I find that I have more room that I can kind of explore and use this whip. When I'm cutting, I'm going faster than the boat. Now I'm matching the speed, and I want to stay out here to not let the wing stall out. Here's what a stall looks like. If I don't pump my way back, here's what happens. I'm actually getting a lot of speed. I'm going faster than the boat. I'm matching the speed of the boat, and if I don't cut as I get drawn back, the wing will start to stall. It's now stalling because I'm going slower, and then once I match the speed, you'll feel the water clean up around the wing, and then it starts to fly again. So if I want to do that and not stall, I cut out, get some speed, and then as it starts to stall, I can push against the water. What I'm doing is I'm pushing through the bottom of the transition of this wavelength. Okay? Now, different wings are going to have a different pumping rhythm. This is the Hyperlight shuttle board with the Booster 1300, and it's a great setup to learn how to get up, how to ride around, how to pump. I can take this board ride and wing. I can ride up on the first wave, transfer back to the second, go all the way over to the right side, get back to the third. So this thing really has a pretty wide range of what you can do. To learn how to pump, one of the first things you want to do is learn just to fly with good control. Now, if you haven't watched the videos on how to set up your wing, how to get up, how to gain control, and maybe even find a little bit of the push of the wave, you guys can watch those videos on my channel as well. When you want to learn to pump, you're going to want to go a little bit more than half mast out of the water, and then you're going to drop down and bring it back up. It's on the drop that I'm getting speed, I'm going fast, I'm pushing on the downhill, and then I am absorbing the uphill. So I'm going to do this. You can do it a couple different ways. You can do it in one and do it, or you can start to just do some smaller ones. If you're doing a pump down here, that's okay, but that's pretty slow, and that's fine. I'm going to do this wing skitter in the turn. I'm going to try. Never done it in the turn. I've done it on the straightaway. Let's see if I can hold this. So a skitter is where you get the wing, it stalls out, but then you just ride on the surface. And most of the time, you're going to just do it, and then it stalls out. But I just learned this. Watch this. Hopefully this works out. I'm going to stall it. I'm going to ride, and I'm going to keep it there. I'm riding up on top of the water. Woo! Here comes some waves. I'm going to drop it back down. Try to get. Nope. And I got to let you guys know the audio that we're capturing right now is through BB Talkin'. If you guys want to go check them out at bbtalkinusa.com, you can see how I coach people, all the equipment that I use for that. We use it for when we're snowboarding, riding moto, bunch of different stuff. So thanks, BB Talkin'. It's a great way for me to get the real-time coaching. So pumping, if you've ever been on a skateboard and you're pumping transitions, it's just like that. You're pumping through the bottom of that transition. You're pushing through that power. You ever been on a skateboard? Ridden ramps? Never mind that. So have you ever been on a kid's swing? When you lean back, you are pushing that swing up. When you lean forward, you're pushing it behind you. And that's essentially what we're doing here. I'm pushing the wing up, pushing it, I'm getting behind it, and then I'm absorbing that uphill, riding up over that top, absorbing on the top, and then pushing on the downhill. So you can first start with some little pumps. Push, absorb, push, absorb, push, absorb. And you'll learn that the higher you keep this mast out of the water, the less drag it has, and it's easier to keep speed when you do that. So the reason I like this long rope is it allows me to get a pretty long cut to where I can get some slack, and I want to just stay out here for a bit. And you'll see that using your arms can be pretty beneficial, especially when you let go of the rope. In the same way that when you run, using your arms can help you. You don't have to use your arms when you're pumping, but I find that makes a big difference in saving my energy. So cutting out, getting that speed, pump, 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 learning that rhythm. So this is 11.5 miles an hour. And this will allow me to transfer from one wave back to the next. So be patient with pumping. It's efficiency and learning how to push through the bottom and absorb the top. Pushing through the bottom and absorbing the top. Smaller is better at first and slower rather than faster. Be patient with it. Once you feel like you've got a pretty good pump where you feel like you're accelerating and you can keep that mass pretty high out, the next challenge is to cut out, drop the rope. How far can you keep going? Hashtag leg day, hashtag cardio. So before I get out of breath and show you guys this last step, I did want to say thank you guys for watching. If you guys like and share the video, I'm very grateful for you guys doing that. If you don't subscribe to my channel, you can maybe do that. Don't have to. Also grateful for that. And you can hit the notification bell so you know when videos are going live. Questions and comments can go below. You guys can also go check out a bunch of the different stuff that I have at ShaunMurray.com, which is things like my merch and other companies that I work with. And some upcoming videos, what we're going to do is we're going to go from the first wave, pump out, and come back into the second wave. But first, you got to make sure you have control of that pump and your direction. And here's how you do it. So I'm going to cut out, get some speed. I'm going to drop the rope. I'm going to pump. Using my arms back and forth, back and forth. And how long can you go? And this is where you can get real tired. No matter what you're doing, always enjoy your ride. Peace. Then we'll work on that in the next video. See you later.